Come and join us as we explore the worlds of Final Fantasy. In these series, we will be looking at the lore of the characters, monsters, summons, and the mysteries hidden in each world. Today, we will be looking at Alexander. So, who is Alexander? Alexander is almost always portrayed as a colossal, sentient fortress or city-like entity, rather than a beast or humanoid god. Across the series, Alexander represents holy, light element, divine judgment, absolute defense, civilization, and order over chaos. Unlike many summons tied to nature or primal forces, Alexander is often depicted as man-made or civilization-aligned, blurring the line between god, weapon, and holy construct. Alexander's name and concept pulls from multiple historical and mythological sources. The name evokes Alexander the Great, symbolizing conquest, empire, and civilization spreading order. Under biblical and apocryphal imagery, Alexander's holy judgment mirrors angels of divine punishment and god cities or heavenly fortresses, for example, New Jerusalem. Also, other real-world origins that is rarely mentioned is medieval fortress theology. In medieval Christian symbolism, cities and fortresses often represent the church, divine law, and God's protection of humanity. Alexander embodies this idea literally. Alexander's core lore themes across the series is holy defense over raw destruction. He often does not deal massive damage. Instead, it purifies evil, shields allies, and ends conflicts through judgment. This makes Alexander philosophically opposed to summons like Ifrit or Bahamut, who represents raw power. Alexander is not compassionate. If something is deemed corrupt or dangerous, Alexander destroys it, even if it's human-made. This moral rigidity becomes a major plot point in later games. In Final Fantasy Tactics, Ivalice, and 12, some fan-supported interpretations suggest Alexander represents what the gods wanted humanity to become: structured, lawful, and stable, while the Lucavi represent unchecked emotion and desire. In Final Fantasy IX, entire landscapes are erased by its light, showing that divine does not mean merciful. In Final Fantasy XIV, Heaven's Ward, Raid Series, Alexander can manipulate time, sees all possible futures, and chooses to erase itself from existence. This makes Alexander one of the only summons in Final Fantasy to willingly commit self-annihilation for the greater good. Developers often limit Alexander because holy damage bypasses many resistances, and defensive effects can trivialize encounters. This is why Alexander is late-game optional and story restricted.
Need your help, big guy. Okay, let me up. Okay, let's do this. Clear the way. Fire! See you next time.